welcome to Getting to Good Enough. I'm Shannon Wilkinson.
And I'm Janine Adams. We're here for practical and fun conversations about living with more ease and way less stress.
Yep, we're all about embracing progress over perfection. So grab a tasty beverage and let's get started. Hey, Janine.
Hey, Shannon, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. It's nice to see you a couple of weeks in a row.
I know. I'm happy. This is really like settling into our routine here.
Yeah, me too. Me too. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah, it is. We are in the middle of an atmospheric river.
Oh, I've heard
Here
that
in the-
expression, but I don't think I know what it means. What is that?
Endless rain, flooding.
It does sound like that. Yeah. Oh, flooding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, that's a bummer. Is your roof holding up okay?
We have a relatively new roof. So yes. Otherwise we would have water pouring into our living room around the chimney.
Yeah. When I lived in an old house, that kind of rain was always so scary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we have a rain garden in our front yard. So all of the runoff from the roof goes into the downspouts and then into the rain garden. It was raining so hard that overflowed its banks. Mike and I had installed a French drain along the sidewalk, I think last summer, and it's working. So, because the sidewalk used to flood and create a puddle that people had to ford, basically.
Right. And that's a real hazard. That's very nice that you took care of that. It's working out okay, too, with the atmospheric river.
Yes.
Good. Better
Go
than a
us.
sidewalk river. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
That was one of those things that had been on our list for a long time. And then we finally took care of it. And it has been so nice to have done.
Nice. And you, just to be clear, you hired someone to do it, right?
No, we did it.
You did it.
Yeah.
Because if I hired someone to do it, I would say I did it. But I realized it was you and Mike we were talking about. That's unbelievable. Who does that themselves? Wow. Good job.
Well, it wasn't, I mean, it wasn't like we did a French drain all the way around our house. We did it, it was.
Did it involve digging?
Yes.
That's a big deal. Just saying.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. I don't do it.
I have, I think, photos that I took while we were in the process of doing it. Maybe we'll share those.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But it was one of those things that was on the list for so long. It was a problem for so long. And it sort of momentarily gave me this feeling of being caught up, like, ooh, we've done this thing. But then, there's like a million other things. So it goes away.
Yeah. You gotta take those wins, right? Like that checking that giant thing off the list feels great, but you're right. Then the next thing is right there waiting for your attention.
Right. I think sort of the problem is that desire to want to feel caught up. Do you have that?
I feel
like,
sure.
I need to catch up. I need to catch up.
Oh, yeah. I'm just trying to think if I've ever felt caught up. Like, I don't think I ever have. But, I mean, I've had, like, when I used to write books, when I finish the book, turn the book in, I'll take the afternoon off. I'll feel, when a giant project gets done. But yeah, it is endless.
What you took, I can never remember how many books you read. You had 7 afternoons off, 10 afternoons off?
8. Yeah, maybe. And I remember, I think it was the first one, I had to actually physically mail the manuscript. Oh. It was so long ago. And so it involved printing out and collating and, then packaging and mailing. And that felt like a very big deal. A little less anticlimactic than click and send. But yes, trying to feel caught up it's a little bit like striving for perfect, isn't it? It doesn't happen.
Yeah, I think so. Because, I mean, there's always more to do.
Right, but we don't have to feel, just like we don't have to feel that everything has to be perfect. We don't have to, maybe letting go of the idea that you'll ever catch up and really focusing on things you have done seems like a nice thing to do for yourself.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think that's the key, is to maybe even let go of the whole concept of being caught up, because like we just said, I don't think it exists.
Right.
And embracing, what you do finish, what progress you make, and marking that and celebrating that.
Yes. Yeah. I think that's really important, because if we don't take a moment at least to, when we do accomplish something, especially something big like French drains or writing a book, we miss out on that great feeling of accomplishment that keeps us going for all the things.
Right.
It got me, while you were talking, I was thinking about my husband, Barry, who is retired, right? He retired, I think it was the end of 2022. So he doesn't really have things to get behind on, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he also keeps very busy with the things he enjoys doing. So I feel like looking at it from the outside has made retirement look more attractive to me. And I feel like that's where I want to be, like where he has to walk the dog and stuff. And he, feeds me and stuff. He cooks, but he's not behind on any of that. It's just
right,
because he does his things.
He makes dinner and it's done. It's not like he can get behind on dinner for more than but a very short period of time, I'm assuming.
Right.
And then you get fed, or you get takeout, and you're fed.
Exactly. We're going to eat. Or, he's learning to play the piano, and he hasn't set a goal of being able to play this type of music in this time period. Therefore, he's never behind on it. He works really hard on it. Like, he plays the piano hours every day to his enjoyment, and mine actually is getting good. But yeah, that's funny. There is, I guess, a way to feel caught up, and that is not have anything to do that you have to do.
Well, but I feel one thing that you said there about particularly Barry playing the piano that is crucial is that he's doing it for his own enjoyment. And it's perhaps the fact that he doesn't have any specific goals or things that he's trying to achieve, or milestones, or whatever parameters that make it successful or not, that there's no sense of being behind even on something like that.
And that sounds like a great way to live to me. And it's so interesting. I'm finding this very thought-provoking, because I'm very much a goal-oriented person. I love milestones. I love, and maybe letting go of that would be beneficial in terms for, depending on the thing. Like, I have to do certain things at certain times, but can't let go of the idea I need to turn in payroll on time. But it's easing up on that might be really a nice way to live.
I know. It does feel a little, I don't know, revolutionary, subversive. Like,
we may be overstating it, but yeah.
Well, no, because as a society, we are very goal-oriented. And if you're doing something just because you like doing it, or even you just like having it done, feels very different than you're doing it to achieve a particular thing at a particular time.
Right. Yeah, I think I'm going to be keeping this in mind when I'm going to finish my sentence. I think I'm going to be keeping this in mind when I'm setting my annual goals. But I mean that, because I will set my annual goals, but I might I might try to create them in a way that isn't as time focused or something, so that I don't. Usually I try to set up milestones that I try to meet, but maybe I'll let go of that.
Well, and this sort of makes me think about the difference between, sort of SMART goals and, say, having a word of the year. Like, a word of the year might sort of guide you, and you might end up doing the same things, but it's a very different feeling than trying to achieve particular goals.
measurable goals in a certain time frame, and adds a lot of pressure. Yeah. I love the word of the year exercise. I set my date for for doing that.
Are you laughing because you're realizing like how deadline goal oriented you are?
Yeah. Exactly why I'm laughing. And that's coming December 26th. That's when have got my personal retreat day, during which I will set my word of the year and set my very gentle goals.
Yeah.
Perhaps do a vision board.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting that how much that probably plays into this idea of needing to catch up, having these goals. There so often is this kind of, I don't know what the word, ironic juxtaposition, this like kind of opposite thing of it's easier to achieve your goals if you kind of relax into them as opposed to strive for them.
This is also making me think about Gretchen Rubin's 4 Tendencies. And if I'm remembering correctly, because I haven't read about it in a long time, but it's about how we're motivated from internal or external motivation. Am I right about that?
Yeah, that's one of the factors of how you just figure out which of the 4 you are.
Right. And if we can let go, maybe, I guess we're all wired differently, but, or be able to differentiate which external factors or internal really matter when we're feeling behind, that can be really helpful. Like, I can't tell you how many unfinished knitting projects I have found recently in my knitting stash. Like, and literally things I don't remember ever having started. And I mean, literally, and it's great because I was gonna like knit something and I didn't have to because it wasn't quite finished. And why this is relevant is if apparently in these knitting projects, I am not giving myself any kind of deadline. I could just put it down, walk away from it, and forget it forever until I find it again. Anyway, that's really not relevant. It just is what popped into my mouth.
Although presumably not finishing it didn't take away from the enjoyment you gained from doing the knitting that you did to get the project to the point it was.
I mean, right. Because when I moved, I mean, I would have probably ripped out the knitting I didn't enjoy doing so I could use the yarn elsewhere. But if it's enjoyable knitting, I can put it down. Yeah. And it also came in handy that when I needed fingerless glove, turns out I had one. All I had to do was bind off.
Yay.
Crazy. Maybe it was also really ugly. So that may have been why I didn't finish it. Because according to my notes, I was using a new to me knitting technique called magic loop. And the result is ugly. I mean, I did it poorly. Apparently. I literally don't remember ever having done it in my life, but I wrote down that I did. And it's really ugly, but it's worn. So it's fine.
And that was your primary objective and you met it.
Exactly. That's what I needed. It wasn't apparently successful in learning that technique, but it is successful in keeping my hand warm, which is what I need.
That's good enough.
That's definitely barely good enough. Oh my goodness. Do you feel that pressure of catching up? Do you feel that in your life?
Oh, yeah. I always feel like there's stuff I need to catch up on.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about it when you were talking at the beginning about retirement. And I was like, well, still, I would feel like there's all the stuff I need to catch up on around the house. And I mean, living in a rental, it's probably different because you don't have all those same kinds of projects. Although, you may have things you want to organize or, your closet to go through or whatever. But
yeah, that's true. There's still that stuff. But Shannon, you remember we lived in an old house and we didn't do any projects. So, but you're better homeowners than we were. Barry doesn't feel those pressures, right? Like, I guess he's living the dream.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, what really needs to get done, and if sort of letting go of the pressure of wanting to feel like I'm caught up would allow me to get more done.
Yeah, it's kind of a potentially fun experiment if there's a way to take note of it. I'm gonna try it on for size. We'll see.
Right.
And maybe we'll talk about it again.
Yeah.
I will say that one little thing that came out of a episode that we recorded has helped me feel less behind, and that is, I think it was our morning routines episode from back when we first restarted the podcast. And I said that I was going to write down 3 things every day to try to get done before noon. Every night I write down 3 things. In my Bojo, I write the big 3. And that has been so helpful.
Oh,
So
really?
It allows me to focus on 3 important things, or perhaps urgent. And if they're there right there and I do it the night before, they actually get done. So I feel like I'm staying on top of their important things or urgent things, which gives me a lot of peace.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. Well, and I think that's such a good example of a way to feel like you are getting things done and not be overwhelmed by this sort of endless to-do list that you need to get caught up with.
Yeah. Yeah. And I do a lot more than 3 things in a day, but if I only do those 3 things, then I'm okay. And also if I have appointments outside the house, I set a realistic list of 3, but I can get stuff done before I leave. If I wake up and I know exactly what I need to do, it's helpful.
That's always the key for me is if I know what I am supposed to do as soon as I sit down at my desk, or as soon as I wake up, even like, if I've established it the night before, I know what I need to do. It is so much easier to get it done than if I have to sit down and then decide what to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. The hardest part has been remembering to do it the night before, but I've got that dialed in pretty well. So
out of curiosity, are you doing it like at the end of your workday?
No,
or are you doing it
before
at
bed.
night?
Yeah, at night, usually. That's how it's shaken out. Originally, I thought I'd do it at the end of the workday, but no.
Yeah. I feel like ideally I would do it at the end of the workday. I would be more likely to do it at night. And then my concern would be that I would then fret about it.
Fret about it when?
At night.
Before you do it?
No, like I would be thinking about the things that whatever my list would be for the next day. And then I would continue thinking about them, and it would make sleep more difficult.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't have that challenge. In fact, it's the opposite. It gives me peace because I know now it's done. I know I'm going to do tomorrow morning. So it puts my mind at rest.
So you're not going to forget about it.
Yeah.
And that's always the beauty of writing things down, is then you don't have to keep thinking about it because you know you're going to remember it.
Exactly. So I don't, I mean, the stuff I'm writing down isn't exactly cure cancer or something.
Right.
Yeah. So it's something I need to worry about typically. Thankfully, I'm at the point, I think, in my career where I don't really have super stressful tasks.
Yeah.
I don't lose sleep over it.
Right. That's good. Well, and I think it too probably makes a difference for people who are going out of the house for a job. It probably would be better to write things down before you leave your job at the end of the day. And people who are either working remotely at home, work from home, or don't have a business or a job that they're doing, but are just, have tasks that they're doing every day, just their life.
Yeah, whatever works, right? Because you know how I like to limit options. So narrowing down to 3 things to focus on first thing and get done is fantastic.
Yeah, that's great. I'm going to give that a try.
Excellent. I'll be interested to hear how it works. If you need accountability, you can text me your big 3 every morning if you'd like.
Oh, I think I might take you up on that.
Okay.
I always do better with accountability.
Accountability helps, yeah. Of course, I never remember to ask you, so I'm not doing my part as the accountability partner probably, but I'm happy to read it and give you a good job.
So we would love to hear from you, our listeners. How do you deal with that feeling of wanting to get caught up? What are you willing to leave undone, and what do you want to complete? so you can have that satisfaction. You can let us know on social media, on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. We're at Getting to Good Enough. You can leave us a voicemail at 413-424-GTGE. That's 4843. You can send us an email at gettingtogoodenough@gmail.com. Until next time, this is Shannon Wilkinson in Portland, Oregon.
And Janine Adams in St. Louis, Missouri.
And we hope that good enough is getting easier for you. Thanks for joining us on Getting to Good Enough. We hope you heard something that makes your life just a little bit easier. If you did, leave us a review or share this with someone who's looking for their own version of good enough.
Thanks for listening. See you soon.
You froze, and I thought that you were just paying really close attention to what I was saying.
Well, I was so concerned because I knew that Say My Name was coming up, and I didn't know if I was going to miss my cue, but it came in just right at the right moment.